Just imagine, like, for 1 second, you have no Google Maps, you're somewhere out in the woods, and you're trying to make it all the way to the north just so you can be considered a free human being that belongs to nobody. Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Fatima, aka African Diva, and this channel is pretty much about Africa. So if you're here for it, then this is the way to go. Alright. But today I will talk about Harriet Tubman, who was an enslaved African in America. So I'd say without further ado, let's hop right into the video because this woman really is one of a kind. Harriet Tubman was born in the early 1820s as Arminta Ross in Maryland. She was born into slavery and was the fifth of 9 children. Her owner, Edward Bardress, sold 2 of her older sisters and they were separated ever since. When he also wanted to sell her youngest brother, her mother, Harriet Green, hid him for over a month. When Edward found the little boy, her mom stood up to her owner and threatened violence to anyone who would take her child away from her. He backed down. This particular moment showed Arminta that resistance was possible. When Arminta, also known as Minty, was 5 or 6, she got hired out as a cleaner or nursemaid to other local white families. She got beaten when she was too slow at completing the chores and whipped anytime the baby woke up and cried. The only thing she could do to protect herself, and mind you, she was only 5 years old, was wearing extra layers of clothing. One day, Minty was sent to run some errands in the neighborhood store. There, an overseer threw a 2-pound weight after a slave that was trying to make an escape. He missed and struck Minty instead. And let me tell you something, that thing fractured her skull. She was left untreated, and for the rest of her life, she experienced excruciating headaches, seizures, and vivid dreams. But she also had visions and interpreted them as a message from God. Her owner tried to sell her off, but there are no buyers for a so-called damaged good. Instead, Minty was put to work with her father, and he taught her how to lumber. It is also how she got in touch with free black sailors who shipped the wood up to the north. And that is how she first heard of a secret escaping path. Minty also got to know her husband, John Tubman. They married in 1844. After marriage, she renamed herself after her mother and became Harriet Tubman. When Harriet's owner died, his widow planned on selling off all enslaved human beings. Harriet feared that she would lose her loved ones, but luckily she had heard of the Underground Railroad, a secret network with safe houses and wagon drivers who are willing to help fugitive enslaved people on their way into freedom. Tubman planned on escaping with 2 of her brothers, but the fear of getting lost in the woods overtook and led to them turning back. A couple days later, Harriet received a clear vision on her path to liberation. This time, she went all by herself and used the North Star as a guidance to Pennsylvania. But her own freedom wasn't enough for Harriet. She returned 13 times to free the rest of her family members and many more. She also earned the nickname Black Moses as a reference to the Old Testament when Moses freed his people from Egypt. There was a $40,000 bounty on her head because slave owners were eager to put an end to her activities, but she never got caught. During the Civil War, Harriet liberated 700 enslaved people in South Carolina. In 2016, the United States Treasury announced that Harriet's image will appear on a $20 bill. Harriet Tubman passed away on the 10th of March in 1913. Her final words were, "I go away to prepare a place for you." Alright, kings and queens, that was it for today. Thank you so much for watching and listening through. If you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe. And yeah, I'm happy to see you in my next video.